Hey, let's talk about Vivek Ramaswamy and hospice leaders. So this is where we're at, we're going to talk about Vivek today. We're going to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy and why we cannot have an 80-year-old president ever under any circumstance. Now, let's be super clear: an 80-year-old president right now, as it stands, is going to be president in 2024, right? And so we have two paths to get Vivek Ramaswamy to be president, and that is if he's picked as a VP by Biden, highly unlikely, or by President Donald Trump. Now these are both, and that is highly likely, and we're doing everything we can right now. We're doing an incredibly power noble activity. This is where it matters, right? What are the questions that matter today? The ones that Google can't answer. What are the activities that matter? The ones that money can't buy. We can't. It doesn't matter how much money you spend, right? You can't make Biden choose Vivek as his VP or Donald Trump choose Vivek as his VP. We have to find a path to it. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm doing what I can to make it happen. And I need you to do it too. Do everything legal. Do everything kind. Do everything appropriate, right? And nothing that isn't, right? But we got to get this done. We need to finish this. This is on you. This is on me, right? This is ours to do, right? But we also need to be aware we're going to be electing an 80-year-old president, but we ain't going to keep him. Like, well, no, we're not going to have an 80-year-old president. That's never going to happen, right? Why? He-Man's father, King Randor, and Kevin Smith. I'm going to tell you why we can't have an 80-year-old president today. So Kevin Smith was given He-Man by Netflix. It was a catastrophic, horrible idea, right? And the reason why is Kevin Smith actually hates He-Man, does not have any respect for him, killed him in season 1 and made it the Tila show, right? Which I'd totally be up for a Tila show, but not when it's called He-Man Masters of the Universe, right? I have no objection to a Tila show, but you have to call it the Tila show. You can't make the Tila show He-Man Masters of the Universe. That's a lie. That's a lie to everybody, right? But in season 3 of so that was Masters of the Universe Revelation, and now we have Masters of the Universe Revolution. And in that, He-Man's father, King Randor, becomes sick. He has a disease and it's killing him. You know what King Randor does? He hides it. He hides his disease. And we're seeing this all over. We just saw this with the Secretary of Defense. When people are getting sick, they're hiding it, right? And so the reason we are going, I want to be super clear here. We cannot have an 80-year-old president. We can't. And the reason why is they will lie to us. When they get sick, they're going to lie. We know it. Just like King Randor, He-Man's father, right? Kevin Smith is smart. He just hates He-Man, right? He put that in there because it's a trend all over America. You get sick and you hide it from everyone. You don't show anyone because you'll lose your power, right? This is a massive trend that's happening, right? And it was perfectly shown in He-Man Masters of the Universe Revelation when King Randor got a disease and was sick. He hid it, and that's what these two hospice leaders are going to do. That's what Donald Trump is going to do. That's what Biden's going to do. That's what Biden is already doing, in my humble opinion, right? And now the Republicans are like, oh, hey, can we sign up for an 80-year-old president and then hide the fact that they can't speak sentences to the whole country, and pump them full of stuff to make them stand each day? This is a terrible experiment that the Democrats have run. The results are back. It's a complete failure. I have no idea why the Republicans are getting in line to run this experiment again. It's a bad idea, right? Like, it's a horrendous idea, right? And so we need to listen to Kevin Smith and say, oh yes, if you get a leader, they're old, they're going to hide their sickness. And you're not going to get leadership, you're going to get convalescence, right? So not only do we need, you and I, the fate of the earth is on you and me. And we got two problems to solve, right? How do we get legally, lovingly, appropriately get Vivek Ramaswamy attached to President Trump and use President Trump as a paper cup to deliver the real president. And then the second he is president, we got to get him out. We got to make sure he doesn't spend a single day in there. We're like, actually, he actually needs 20 days. He needs 20 days to say, oh, hey, everybody, I quit. Vivek pardons me of everything. But we cannot let him get day 21. And we got to start figuring that out now, right? How do we legally do that, lovingly do that, and appropriately do that, right? So we have two problems to solve that money cannot solve. And that's okay. You're a paranoble. I'm a paranoble. And paranobles solve the real issues of the world. That's where we're at right now. Don't forget King Randor, He-Man's father. Every single word you just heard is nothing more than my humble opinion. Not a single thing less. What's important is when I hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments, send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.